Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today. For today's video, I'm going to be doing my April 26th physical media wrap up. So this is everything that I watched out of my own physical media collection. So this month is a lot smaller compared to last month's because I did start back at work. So I've just been adjusting my schedule a bit again because I'm back to like early cafe starts at work. So yeah, that's just sort of getting into the swing of that again, because normally I work in the morning, I come home, and while I would have the afternoon to watch a movie, I've lately been just wanting to nap once I get back home because I have like 6 till 10 and in the morning. So yeah, I've just got to get back into the groove again with how I used to would try and watch a movie or a TV show when I got home, but hasn't happened yet. So I normally watch things more on my days off. So yeah, so I'm just gonna get straight into it because I did get a few things watched in here. So yeah, I'll just start off with the TV shows that I watched out of my collection. I did finish rewatching The Mandalorian. I did watch The Book of Boba Fett because I forgot when I got to season 2 how much that Mandalorian tied into the Book of Boba Fett. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to rewatch Book of Boba Fett because I was like, I don't really remember much of that because I watched that when it was airing and then I didn't think anything else of it. So I did watch season 2. I won't be talking about Book of Boba Fett in this video because that'll be in my TV wrap up, like overall TV wrap up. So I watched season 2, fantastic show. Now that I've done a rewatch, I really wish they'd left it at season 2. Season 2 was the perfect finale, and yeah, I'll get to my thoughts in a minute on season 3. I really wish they just wrapped it up with Grogu going to train with Luke and just sort of having that open-endedness but not needing another season, because this was perfect just like season 1, fantastic story arcs. So yeah, I loved season 2. And then we got to season 3. So I didn't hate season 3. I loved all the Mandalorian and Grogu bits in season 3. I hated the Rangers of the New Republic pilot that they were trying to shove into this show, and then obviously the Rangers of the New Republic did not get picked up. So we have all these random characters appearing throughout where some storylines didn't go anywhere because they were going to obviously address it in the show. And a lot of the characters that were in that show were really unlikable, and I hated it every single time the characters appeared, especially that one Imperial chick. I hated her character. And I'm kind of really hoping she's not in the movie because, oh, she just sucked the life out of everything in that store when she was on screen. And yeah, I was like, can we get back to Mando and Grogu? I don't want Coruscant politics and everything like that. So, and especially not from that character. I hated that character. I don't even know what her name is, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be happy if she appears in the movie. Because I know they have adapted parts of the Rangers of the New Republic. I keep blanking on that name because yeah, I really disliked those parts in the story. They've adapted that for the movie, and I'm really hoping the movie does a better job than what the TV show tried to do. Yeah, this did not work as like because Mando and Grogu is like such a tight story arc. It did not fit for additional background pilots, and I know that's what they were trying to do with this season, and it really distracted from my enjoyment of season 3. So I liked everything but the Coruscant storyline, and yeah, I hated episode 3 with a passion. The first part of episode 3 and the end of episode 3 were the best bits because it had Mandalorian and Grogu, but everything else sucked. Yeah, it was just one of the worst TV show episodes I've ever seen, and I really struggled to keep my momentum going when I was watching the season because I was like, oh, there's so many backdoor pilots and there's Coruscant storyline, and why did I commit to a rewatch of The Mandalorian and Grogu when I realised I'd blocked a lot of this from my memory. So I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5 stars, not a 5, just because I despised what they did with the show because they were trying to shoehorn in another show for it to be picked up. So I will be seeing the movie. I am looking forward to the movie, but yeah, I just did not like what they did with the show, with the, because obviously they were gunning for Rangers of the New Republic being picked up, and it didn't, and it's just awful when you're watching it and you want to watch, you're watching it for Mando and Grogu, and then it's like, oh yeah, remember these random characters that appeared earlier in the season. I think next time if I do a rewatch, I'm just going to fast forward through those scenes. I don't care if it's half the episode. So that's my mini rant on my thoughts on Mandalorian season 3. So I don't have to revisit this for a while, or I can just pretend Mandalorian finished with season 2. Either or. So that was the TV that I watched out of my collection this month. And then on to the movies. The first one that I have, it was my annual Good Friday viewing of Jesus Christ Superstar, 1973. Love this film. Love this version. I love it. It's my favourite to watch, and I watch it every single Good Friday. So, yeah, some people watch the Ten Commandments. I watch Jesus Christ Superstar. So. And then I do have some more Marvel movies because I've been continuing my way through the MCU rewatch. So I watched Black Panther, which really doesn't hold up, and this on subsequent rewatches, and this might be controversial to say because I loved this when I watched it, and I don't know if it was just because it was such a different take for the MCU, new characters, or I didn't really like Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and that kind of dampened my like for this one. Maybe that was it. But yeah, I rewatched it, and it's a good film. Don't get me wrong. But I had this on such a pedestal, like it was really high up in my Marvel rankings, and now I think it's like more middle Marvel. Yeah, I love the cast, and yeah, it's a great story, but not as much of a favorite anymore. So, but that's Black Panther. This one I would rate about a 4 out of 5 stars. Oh, Jesus Christ Superstar gets 5 out of 5 stars. And then I watched Avengers Infinity War, a great first part to the Avengers story, and yeah, the ending is just as devastating when you watch it. Well, I actually don't know how many times I've seen Infinity War. I've seen it a few times. But yeah, this is just a great epic story, and I love it, and it's 5 out of 5 stars. And then Ant-Man and the Wasp. I really enjoyed this on another viewing. This was actually a lot funnier than I remembered it being, and I just had a really good time with the like new characters, and I liked seeing, like, now that I've seen Thunderbolts, I like seeing Ghost's introduction in this, and yeah, there's just some really random funny moments in this, and I just enjoyed it. Gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. And then we start with the 2019 movies. I didn't quite finish the 2019 movies. I'm up to Spider-Man Far From Home. I just didn't go around to that one. But I did watch Captain Marvel. I don't care what anyone says. This is a great superhero movie. I liked that it was not quite the traditional origin story that we've sort of come to expect from the Marvel universe. I actually really love Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. And the supporting characters are all great as well. I really liked Jude Law in this one. And yeah, it's just a great film from start to finish. A great soundtrack. Great 90s vibes. I love it. 5 out of 5 stars. Don't care what anyone says. And then, of course, we get to Avengers Endgame. And, oh, this was, I don't know what it was, but the ending, I don't know, I feel like since I've been doing this rewatch, I feel like the ending just sort of hits a bit harder because I've been revisiting all these characters, and everything that happens to them, and it's just kind of like, because I got to the like very end. I'm assuming most people do know what happens, but spoilers, Tony's funeral right at the end, like that scene gets harder to watch every single time. But it's a fantastic film. It's nearly 3 hours, does not feel like 3 hours, and it's a 5 out of 5 stars. And if my cinema actually does get the re-release of Avengers Endgame, I'll be going to see it, of course. So those were all the MCU movies I got to this month. And then I did watch a couple non-MCU movies out of my collection. So I'll start off with the one that was a rewatch. I was randomly in the mood to rewatch Jersey Boys. I had seen this before, and I have seen the stage show. I just wanted to watch it, and this is a really fun film to watch. It does take a bit to get going, but once you sort of see them on the track to become like really famous for their music and all of that, it's really like you sort of really become invested in the story, and it's like the performances are great, the songs are great, and I do love that every now and then, because this is just like the, I wouldn't say plot device, but the storytelling method used in the stage show as well, where they break the fourth wall and address the audience. I always love it when a character breaks the fourth wall, so so that was, I always enjoy that as well. But this one really does sort of have the members of the group narrating like various segments of the story, and there is one bit where I was like, it's 1959, people thought Liberace was theatrical. I always get a kick out of that line. So but yeah, I love Jersey Boys, 5 out of 5 stars. And then I got to 2 first time viewings out of my own collection. I won't talk too much about them because I will be doing a trying to watch as many first time viewings in 26 video, but I did watch Dracula from 1958 with Peter Cushing, because it's been a while since I've seen it, but I'm pretty sure Peter Cushing played Van Helsing in this version, because this has a great, like just very briefly, like it's just a great cast. Like it's Peter Cushing, Michael Gough, who's played Alfred in the 90s Batman movies, and he was also the Celestial Toymaker in the 1960s Doctor Who. And obviously Christopher Lee playing Dracula. Even though the way the title has Peter Cushing in the title above Dracula makes you'd probably go, oh, it's Peter Cushing playing Dracula. No, he's Van Helsing. I did enjoy it, not as much as I think I wanted to, but I did still give it 3.5 stars. As I said, I'll talk more about it in the next eventual video, because I've still got one more video to watch and then I can expand on it. And then I finally watched Starman from John Carpenter. I did like this one quite a lot, and yeah, it was a very different John Carpenter movie, to be honest. I wasn't too sure what to expect, but I was here for it. I enjoyed the storyline, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. So that was Starman. And that is everything that I have watched out of my own physical media collection. Thank you guys for watching, and until my next video, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!